Karlene.
Woo! Hello, hello.
Hello. Let me pin you on.
Pin me, baby, pin me.
I am so excited to have you here. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Oh my goodness, where do I start, Karlene? Karlene is a
Anywhere.
Karlene is a business and marketing coach, and she's a native of Brooklyn, New York, where I used to live too. I love New York. She has worked in multifamily industry for over 24 years. Karlene has owned and operated two successful multi-million-dollar companies since 2004. She is a single mom now living in Los Angeles, sunny Los Angeles, if I may, with a 17-year-old son, Gabriel. Karlene's current company is both an add value and investment management company. Her current book of business ranges from developers, construction, and management companies that span 10 US markets. With over 170,000 units and 2 billion plus in assets. Karlene's passion is centered around creating a legacy, hence her Legacy Creator Summit. Her focus is creating generational wealth and health for her family to support others to create the same for their families. Welcome, Karlene.
Woo! Hello,
Woo-hoo for
hello.
Karlene.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to be here with you and all these beautiful people today on this gorgeous summit. Thank you.
Oh, it's fantastic to have you. So tell us, because a lot of people are confused about marketing. You hear it all the time, market this, market that, or they don't know where to, what it is. So let's start there. What is marketing?
Yeah, so, I want to say this. I only once started a creative business, which was fantastic. It was event productions. And, what I want to say to that is all the other businesses and where I am now, they're not like creative per se, right? They're very focused on business. So marketing and branding is a place where I get to go to unleash my creativity. But more importantly, what I want to add is it's a place where you get to go to get really super intimate. So you get intimate with you and you get intimate with others. And Manuela brought up some really great points in regard to intimacy. And, marketing is a place where you can really have a lot of fun. And you can zone in on, who are you in the world? Who do you want to be to others? And how you want to be seen, right? So marketing is that place where you get to start. It's a place where you get to go deep and really connect with your story and then connect with others. That is what marketing is essentially, right? It's a place where, when you look at something, when you're driving around and you see a banner, there are some banners that don't even have words, right? It's just a picture. And when you see just that picture, oh, that's Apple, or oh, that's Microsoft, or that's Chanel, right? So imagine that power, right? So to me, marketing and branding is intimacy, and it's also powerful and good, powerful, right? All good, powerful. That's what we want to zone in on. Yeah. So that's what it would mean to me. That's where I would start. That's my share.
Yeah, that's really, really, what it is. Like, it straight away from image, or from even words, that this is that company. So that's what marketing can do. And that's what branding can do for the business. It works it's automatic.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's like a connection you get to
Yeah.
make with others. You're always in a connecting place where you can look at, how do I, like, Manuela was saying, how do I want to show up in the world? Right? So who do I get to be? How do I want to show up? And how do I translate that through whatever it is that you're doing? And another thing I was thinking about too is your mission statement or that tagline, like for an example, turnkey group services, turning ordinary into extraordinary. Like those little key pieces are so important, right? And they're a place where you get to go. You get to really connect to those moments. They're moments. They're like little moments, and you can make them visual through pictures. You can make them visual through wording. And I also like what Manuela said about don't stop yourself from taking action. You don't have to maybe have it all figured out before you start, but there are certain key pieces that you should be profoundly connected with. And that was that intimacy piece I was speaking about. Getting intimate with who you are, how you want to show up, your brand, what you want it to say, and then just do little baby steps to get there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can one start marketing their service and product? Is it social media? Like, where do you start?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a plethora of places to start, right? So again, that's, I believe, getting connected. And, and I'm just going to say this, if you are not the branding and marketing expert, it would behoove you to get someone in your corner, AKA mentor, coach, branding expert companies to go along on this journey with you, right? And I say that with everything. I teach people how to invest in real estate. And and I say get a coach. It doesn't have to be me, it could be anybody, right? As long as you get connected. So if you are not the expert, I highly recommend you connect with someone who is. And you connect with people that are in your field where you can also sit down and collaborate and talk about ideas, because these ideas will grow into different ways. So you asked about social media, and that could be anywhere you feel comfortable starting. But when you know who you are, your story intimately, where does that show up? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it LinkedIn? Maybe it's all of them. Maybe you start on one and then you start expanding as you go. Again, this is where a mentor and a coach, I believe, comes in and can really help you zone in to exactly what is perfect for you and who you are.
It's so crucial to have somebody to guide you in the direction you want to go, like where you are. Like, not, I don't, I cannot imagine that there are two people in this world that are in the same spot in the journey of entrepreneurship or in business. So every business, every person, every entrepreneur has a different journey and different way that they want to get there. They could have more um, a bigger influence. They could have big savings accounts. They can have all different aspects, and how quick they can get there as well. So it's crucial to have a coach and mentor to guide you to where you want to be.
Yeah. And that coach and mentor, that's your partner. That is your partner. That is your partner in this journey that you're on, and it could even be a podcast. You could start with a podcast. A lot of people say, oh no, why not? You get to have inspired action, connect, go deep, and inspire yourself Where could I try something new? Maybe it's something different. Maybe it's a blog. I know a lot of people think, oh, nobody really does blogs anymore, but they do. And people read them, and connecting also, like Manuela said, jumping off some of her things because they were awesome, is, connecting with people that are similar in your field. You get to collaborate together. It's not competition. It's a place where you get to journey together, collaborate, meet up, talk about, hey, what are you doing? I've been trying this. What do you think about this? I think I froze, but you could still hear me talking. Yeah. So, you get to really go on the journey, take some time, take it in and go on that journey and really celebrate all the areas that you discover and see what happens from all of them, and try them on. It's like, when you go try on clothes, right? What looks good on one model maybe doesn't look good when you get in the dressing room. So you have to find what not only fits you, but also what feels good. Because when it feels good, right? Think about this for a minute. There's an energy in feeling good. And when you feel good and you tap into that vibrational energy, other people will take on that energy. And I think that's what branding and marketing is as well. It's a place where you get to go where you feel really good, right? You're really grounded and standing in your purpose. There's a purpose of why you're here and what you're wanting to do. I don't know all the people that are here listening, but I'm sure everybody has a multitude of amazing different backgrounds and of how they want to present. And, Manuela, you mentioned first impressions. I love first impressions. I really do. And I know we could go on and on and on, but first impressions are super important. And that's what branding and marketing is. It's a first impression. Wow, look at that. Wow. Like, you ever go to the grocery store? I'm sorry. I know me. I buy things because I like the way something feels, or, oh, that's a really pretty color. And then if I read the story, oh, wow, that's how they farm. Oh, they really love the chickens. Wow, that's powerful. And I'm like having a moment in the grocery store holding this package or this brand. But, it's true. And you may find yourselves, right, buying that over maybe a brand you knew about or you were comfortable with, because now you've discovered something in this packaging, in this branding, right? And how it shows up for you in that moment, and you're like, oh, I want that. So that's what I was talking about. You get to get connected with that, right? Who are you in the world? And what does it make? How do you feel? Where do you feel best? What color is that? Right? Look around your house or your closets and look at what color pops out at you most. Maybe that's a color you go with your business, because that's a color that speaks to you. It's a color that keeps showing up, because color is very important, right? It's not just the design, it's the color of things too. So I think every little detail matters, and it's how you connect with the details. Am I going off on a tangent?
It's like I'm already dreaming.
Right? Like, you just look around, you're like, oh, I think I really like blue.
Yeah,
wow,
and it's also reflects in everything that you do, in your marketing and in your branding. The way something makes you feel, or the color makes you feel, that's how you're going to show up for everybody else. And I heard one of the speakers when we were having the first chat, raising the vibration in life. And she was saying, like, she's all about raising the vibration of the world, because we are where we are in current world, and she's determined to raise the vibration. So by having those different colors, different things that make you happy, is going to make everyone around you happy.
Yeah, I love the vibrant. You know, when you were just saying the word vibration, I was getting goosebumps. Like I literally have goosebumps when you say the word vibration. It's so powerful, you know, the energy that you put into yourself and then you put into what this is that you're doing. And it literally can be anything from raising your kid to raising your baby to raising your business. You know, a business, I always say, is like birthing a baby. And there's a mentor that I have that I follow, and she said, "Get committed like you're having a baby," right? So even if you haven't had a baby, I'm sure you can relate, right? Once you have the baby, there is like no really getting out of this. Okay, so get committed, get connected, get intimate, right? And really, like it's like Disney when they tell a story. You know, when they write a script to tell a story, think about how many people love Disney. You know, they just love Disney movies. They stand out maybe over another Pixar brand or, you know, something like this, right? Because there's something where they go. It's very tangible. It's like you could feel it, you could taste it, you could smell it. And you know, when Disney, when I don't know if anybody knows this, but I actually had Disney training years ago. Yes, not by Disney, through a company that hired someone in Disney's marketing to train our team. Okay. And when I tell you details matter, people say the devil is in the details. I like to say God's in the details. I don't like to give the devil any energy. But right. And so I say this because in that training, everything mattered, from smiling, connecting with your eyes, looking at people, showing your warm heart, who you are, how you make people feel, how it smells. What does the environment smell like? So if somebody maybe comes to your in-person event, think about that, right? How does it smell, right? What do things look like? How are things set up? Are things on time? All of these things matter. When you go to Disney, no one has a frown. They're all smiling. Hi, how are you? It's so great to see you, right? So
that's branding.
That's branding. That is, oh my God, that is like branding on every steroid known to man, right? Like that is, whoo. So that's where branding and marketing gets to go. And, you know, starting off small is okay. Like Manuela said, just do something, you know. Oh, this is really cool to share. When I started Turnkey Group, you know, I like the name Turnkey because it fit what we were doing at the time. And I went out to see a client and they didn't know I was out there. And I was out in the lobby waiting and I could hear all the people talking in the office. And I heard Turnkey. Yeah. Just call Turnkey. Yeah. You know, the one with the key. They have the key on the card. Like, so that's just like, boom, right there. I got to hear that being outside in the lobby. Nobody knew I was out there. And I got to hear them saying Turnkey over and over. And yeah, the one with the key on their card. So this, I mean, if you didn't already know, right? This is the importance. This is how these little things, the details will remind people. Yeah, oh yeah. And if they can't connect one way, right? Because we have audio, we have visual people. So remember to keep that in mind. You know, you're connecting with people that have all different kinds of styles or personalities, if you will, right? Some people are more audio, some people are more visual, sometimes people are both. So in this case, turnkey, but it was still, wasn't catching on for the one person. And she said, you know, the one with the key. And then she goes, oh yeah, the one with the key, right? So I like to share that because it felt really cool, by the way, because I had just started that business and it was only a few months in. And I mean, I felt like a proud mama outside the door, like, oh, they said turnkey. I was so excited, So those are just some things that I think are really important to presence in this series that you're doing.
Yes, that it's so super important. So you've seen over the years a lot of different marketing techniques. Can you tell us, in your opinion, what is one of the most effective marketing technique?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can say one. I think, let me think about this for a minute. What came to mind when you said one thing was authenticity.
Mm,
So I think what stands for me is when your branding and marketing is authentic to your message, to who you are, it's going to translate through any platform that you choose to go forth with, right? So, really, again, going back to what I said in the beginning, getting really intimate with you, because you are your brand. I believe Manuela said this as well, right? You are your brand, because think about it. How many phone companies are out there? How many um, clothing companies are out there, right? But Chanel has a specific following over maybe Yves Saint Laurent, because there's something in Chanel's story that connected, right, in her pieces, how those women and men are going to look when they put on Chanel, maybe versus Gucci, right? Or Yves Saint Laurent or Christian Louboutin, et cetera, right? So I think getting super profoundly authentic to who you are, to who your brand is, it will not matter what the best, because it will all be the best, whatever you decide that to be, because you have, a zillion places to go. You can decide on YouTube. You can go to Shopify. Again, I'm speaking to the masses here, and I don't know what every single person here does. For me, I create summits and I get connected with investors. I call them, hi, how are you? Nobody really does that anymore. I call, how are you doing? How can I be of service to you? How can I be there for you? Let me show you what we're up to, right? I know that sounds crazy, but think about, nobody calls anybody anymore. It's like, if your friend calls you and you're like, why are you calling me? Why didn't you text me? Right? Like, how dare you pick up the phone and call me? So imagine when you connect with somebody on a phone call, or when you write something in your own handwriting, right? Like, let's go back to the basics with our branding and our marketing, and then build from there, right? It's like, it's like the concrete is the base for the foundation. And then you want to build up. You want to build your pyramid or your townhome or your skyrise, wherever you want to go with it, right? You get to go as big, right? What's that big building in Dubai, that gorgeous building? That's your building.
yeah.
But you have to start here, right? On this surface. So I always love to go back to basics, or like I say, old school, right? Go do some old school techniques and see what comes up for you, right? What does it look like when you write down something like, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing today? When's the last time you got a letter in the mail or a card in the mail? And when you did, how did it make you feel? Wasn't it the coolest feeling? I'm just curious. Like, has anybody gotten anything written in the mail lately?
Oh my goodness. When I receive like Easter or Christmas cards, I get really excited because no one is posting anything now.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. A lot of my close friends would send me the postcards with the family and with their own Christmas tree. That's really, really amazing, just to feel it, feel and see something arriving, instead of like, oh, I'll send you a message, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas and some gift. To receive the actual postcard, it just feels so much different. And yeah, going back to old school, I think it's fantastic. And you've answered my next question, is how do you communicate with your customers? Through like simple interactions and connecting, and actually being curious about your customers, isn't it? Like finding out what do they want,
Mhm.
what they are struggling with, and really serving and giving.
Yeah. And also, I love gifts. Like I love a gift. I think there's something really powerful about a gift when you give a gift to someone. And again, you've zoned in, you know who they are, you've connected with them, and you just share, like, here's this gift, here's this something special I have for you. And it's not just a gift you gave to everybody, right?
No.
Like it's really a special gift. I have literally gotten on the phone with owners and presidents of companies, and I said, look, here's your top 10 people that blew me away. I want to know what they like. Do you know? Do they like wine? Because I don't want to get you a bottle of wine if you don't like wine, right? It's like, now I'm just getting something. I don't want to
Yeah.
just get something. I want to get something special, right? Now, I know we want to speak to the masses. I know that. I get that. And we have all the platforms to do that. But we can start off, right, tiny, and we can start off with kind of getting profoundly related again to really connecting with the humans, right? Because all the masses, we're still humans. And then doing these little things, little by little by little, right? Like, here, I have a little something for you, and really getting to know people in their heart. And that also creates the most bomb branding and marketing you can have, because you're really getting related. When Manuela said your tribe, and let them go if they unsubscribe. Bye. I love you anyway. And honestly, send them love. Like, what was that? What does that look like? Like, when somebody unsubscribes, I've done it. I'm like, mm, right? And I make a face and I'm like kind of annoyed. And then I'm like, no, they did me a favor. Like, this is good. And then I just send them love. And then I thank, to myself, like, thank you for all the others that are still here, because there's something that is keeping them attracted and their attention. Right. So, yeah, I love gifts
100%.
too. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Karlene, and thank you, Rachel, for posting Karlene's gift in the chat. Feel free to click on it and interact, and take advantage of these amazing gifts that our speakers are giving.
One more quick thing I wanted to share. I'd be happy to also invite anyone that's interested. I'm going to do a crypto investing live. And I know many, many people are interested in crypto. And I recently did something on crypto mining and NFT, but I'm going to have some top crypto gurus that are loving and generous and just want to give back. And we're going to do a live. I don't have the date yet, but I'd be happy to invite anyone that's a part of your summit. No charge, just come on in and take on the information.
Wonderful. Can you
Yeah.
paste the link so
I don't,
people can take it? Oh, you don't have it
I
yet.
will have it ready within the next week or so, and I will send
Okay.
it to you if that's okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
just
We can
wanted to put
send
it out there.
everybody. Yeah. We
Yeah,
can
you have a
send
beautiful
everyone.
group. Yeah, you have a beautiful
Oh,
group here, and I want to share with them.
thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Karlene. And
thank
our
you.
time is up. Oh my goodness, time is just flying when you're having fun. Oh my goodness. Any last questions for Karlene? And let us know in the chat or unmute and speak up. And feel free to ask about your own businesses, your own worries. What are you struggling with? And how can our speakers and myself can support you? And also, I wanted to remind you that that we have support. Zabdi and Rachel are here. If you have any questions in regards to summits or gifts or our speakers, reach out to all of us, and we are more than happy to support you. Thank you so much, Karlene.
Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are awesome. If anybody has questions, great. If not, you have the link for my free coaching call, so take advantage of it. I'd love to talk to you. Mwah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.